Hey everybody, welcome to the Mana Burn. This is Steve, and today we're going to go through. I'm just going to take a quick few minutes to go through some of these spoilers for Core 2021. Really good cards. Looks like they're really beefing up this set for the collector's boxes that are coming out. So, um, I'm not going to go through every single card, but I'll go through some of the different ones or new or cool ones. Obviously, Azusa Lost But Seeking, great card. You know, don't know if it really needed a reprint 2 years or what, year and a half after Ultimate Masters, but or 2.5 years. No, yeah, year and a half. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Now we have the Liliana Waker of the Dead, which is not very. They don't make this very large, so let me go back here. Actually, I'll keep it here. Liliana Waker of the Dead, +1, each player discards a card, and each opponent who can't loses 3 life. -3, target creature gets -X until the end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your graveyard. And then -7, you get an emblem. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a creature card from the battlefield under your control. It gains haste. So the nice part is it doesn't. The -3 is great, especially if you're playing, being that it's black, if you're playing any kind of Aristocrats deck. And then the -7 as well. I mean, great cards. So I think this is going to see a lot of play. Comes in at 4, you plus it to 1 on your turn. 3 turns later, you're doing okay. So, yeah, again, pretty good card. This is the most powerful one, I think. Teferi, Master of Time. This is going to be really good. +1, draw a card, then discard a card. Oh, sorry. You may activate loyalty abilities of Teferi, Master of Time on any player's turn. Anytime you could cast an instant. So looking at this card here, you're going to end up having it. It starts off at 3, but you could do it your turn, and if you're in a 4-person pod, by the time it comes back around to you, it's going to be at 7 after 1 turn. The phasing, I don't know. So +1, sorry, draw a card, discard a card. -3, target creature you don't control phases out. And then -10, take 2 extra turns after this one. So the target creature you don't control phasing out, I don't know. Is that really a big thing? I don't know. I mean, are they bringing phasing back? But I think it'll be good in standard and things like. I don't know how great it is in EDH. In EDH, if there's a creature that's bothering me, I'll typically just eliminate. Just get rid of it, which would be in most formats, I would imagine. But to take 2 extra turns is just amazing, in my opinion. So that's going to be a big card. A card that I've been getting a lot of questions about, though, is this one here, Grim Tutor. So for those of you who don't know, Grim Tutor was only ever printed one other time, and that was in Starter Deck 99, so 20 years ago, 21 years ago. And it's 1 black. Search your library for a card, put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library, you lose 3 life. So it's a demonic tutor for 1 extra black mana, and you lose 3 life. And it's done at sorcery speed. So the positives. It's great because of the fact that it's a tutor. Let's not get that twisted. However, it's still sorcery speed, and it's 3 mana. I mean, Diabolic Tutor is 4, and that's a $1 card. You know what I mean? Demonic Tutor is a $35, $40 card. Now, Grim Tutor, if you look today, what is it, June 5th, you're going to be looking at a probably, I don't know, $150, $175 card because it's only been printed once. So I don't know what this card's going to do, to be honest with you. I don't know. I think part of me thinks it's going to tank in price because people are going to realize it's not as good as Demonic Tutor is. However, the other flip side to that is in Standard, you don't have Demonic Tutor right now. So Grim Tutor actually will be pretty good, I think, in that aspect. So it's going to be tough, but we'll see. I mean, it definitely isn't going to hold that $80 value that it's listed on right now on TCG Player. I looked a little bit ago before I came on. So another card that's great that I'm glad they reprinted, actually. I'm not the biggest fan of reprints. People know that. It does kill the value of older cards, but I understand the need for it. But Massacre Worm. It's a 6/5 for 3 colorless and black, black, black. So 6 mana total for a 6/5. When it enters the battlefield, creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until the end of turn. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, that player loses 2 life. So it is a pretty decent card in my opinion, and I'm glad it's getting a reprint. You know, it's still a mythic, which obviously is good, but I don't know. I think if I wanted another, I think that it's better off as a rare. Azusa Lost But Seeking, I think, is a much stronger card than this. Yeah, it comes on the battlefield. It'll get rid of all your token generators and things like that, but you know, still a great card though. Great card. And then there's 2 other cards I want to talk about that we'll get into. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. So again, this is it's only been printed once before. Well, I guess twice before. Once in Fate Reforged, and then once again in the Mythic Edition boxes. But I mean, he's so good. 8 colorless, comes in with 7 counters. +2, deals 3 damage to target creature or player. -X, which is his main thing, which is exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. Again, it's a board wipe. If you're playing an artifact deck, or if you're just way behind in the game, you cast it. You know, it's a showstopper. And again, the -10, if it ever gets up to that, you gain 7 life. You draw 7 cards. Then you put 7 permanents from your hand onto the battlefield. It's a game changer. But if you ultimate any Planeswalker, it's typically a game changer, game ender. And now then the last card that's got me really excited. Chromatic Orrery. So the other Orrery that I really like, of course, is Vidalcan Orrery, which I think everybody already knows what that does. So Chromatic Orrery is 7 colorless mana, and you may spend mana as though it were any mana of any color. So this is going to be great in any 5-color deck, obviously, because all your lands, basically it's a Chromatic Lantern. So, and then you tap it for 5 colorless mana. You talk about shenanigans. I mean, people are always, you know, playing infinite combo decks with stuff like Basalt Monolith or Mana Crypt or whatever, so they can get infinite colorless. This is just that much better. And then you could tap 5, or you tap 5 colorless, tap this, and draw a card for each color among permanents you control. So it's a Chromatic Lantern in the sense that all your mana can produce any color you want, right? It can tap for 5 colorless mana. No other card does that. But we'll call it a Basalt Monolith type card. But then it's tap 5 to draw cards for each color among permanents you control. So basically it's 5 mana to draw 5 cards if you're playing a 5-color deck. I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's a phenomenal card. You ask most EDH players, you know, especially mid-late game, for 5 mana, would you spend 5 mana and tap a card for 5 cards or 4 cards? 90+% of them are going to say absolutely. So this is going to be an amazing card, I think, in all EDH decks. And I don't know about standard, and I don't really play those. So, but anyways, they're still good cards. And now we have the Planeswalker decks. I'm not going to go through these today. You know, these are the mythics and you know, 1 rare and uncommon and common for each one of the Planeswalker decks. I wanted to keep this under, you know, a 10-minute video or so. So I'm not going to go through each one of these, even though, you know, they all look pretty good. I don't think any of them are, like overpowering or anything like that, or broken cards. But I've only read them once, so bear with me. I haven't really looked. I know Liliana Death Mage, again, all aristocrat type, you know, type stuff, shenanigans happening there. And another card, Tormod's Crypt. Not sure when the last time that was printed, but a 0-drop artifact is always going to be fun. I know it's been printed a couple times already. So that's where we're at. I hope you guys enjoy. Leave some message in the comments there. We'll be doing some deck tech videos here next week. Maybe we'll throw one of these new legendary cards out there. Maybe Mangara or Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. But oh yeah, I forgot one last card. Ren and Seri Inseparable. It's cats and dogs, man. It's a legendary dog cat for 1 green, for 1 colorless, red, green, white for a 4/4. And whenever you cast a dog, you get a 1/1 cat token. Whenever you cast a cat, you get a 1/1 dog token. And you can tap red, green, white, tap Rin and Siri, and it deals damage to any target equal to the number of dogs and cats you control, and you gain, or to the number of dogs you control, and you gain life equal to the number of cats you control. So not going to be an extremely expensive card. Obviously, there's a lot of cat cards out there already, especially green white. You know, they made the cat commander deck in C17. But there's not a lot of dog cards out there. I have seen some dogs in this set already. In white, you got the pack leader. But I thought I saw another dog creature out there too. But either way, you know, it's not. It'll be one of those tribals that we'll just have to wait and see what they do with it, because, you know, one dog card coming out in the set and a ton of cats that have already been released. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, guys. I appreciate your time tonight. And this was just, like I said, a quick video, discuss some of the spoilers. I'll do another one of these in a couple of days, maybe again on Monday once we let the weekend roll through, see what else gets spoiled for us. And I hope you enjoy. Have a great day.